Welcome, everyone, to Beaver Stadium, nestled in Bucolic State College and home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, and one of the loudest, most passionate crowds you'll find anywhere in college football. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here. You know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Nittany Lions will get us started with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Simmons. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense getting set for first down. He's going to pass. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Still on his feet at the 45.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And I love right out of the gate, this offense is going to be creative, and they're going to try to get their best players the football out in the open field. You saw it right there.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Scanning the field, it's Allard. Fires to the big fella. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Keeps looking downfield. He's going to run it. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
We talk a lot about this at quarterback, right? Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. He wanted to throw that downfield. He just felt the pressure, and he knew he had to get out of danger. He was able to do that, use his speed, go get north up the field for a first down. Well done.
Going up top on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Fires to the middle. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket. And
got some room to run. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. Grabbed behind the line, it's Warren. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through one quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Auburn 13, Penn State 0.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. They want to just keep throwing it. Now adjusting. Now he's looking into the middle. He caught it. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3.
Ooh, the defense so lucky that was not a touchdown. The offense saw an opportunity to take a chance and take a shot, and they executed that play beautifully.
The Nittany Lions line it up with a first and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Coming out with it, it's Simmons. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Fairweather. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Now on second down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Little touch pass to the receiver. Still on his feet at the 35. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Getting some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Back to throw, it's Thorne. Caught. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Coleman. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Caught in the backfield. It's Hunter. Touchdown, Auburn! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Man, that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
They want to throw it. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer, but I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. Back to pass, it's Aller. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. From the red zone, looking for a space. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Penn State! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Now, what a great job by this offense finishing the half. It wasn't perfect. You're still trailing, but now you've cut that lead to a one-score game. Now in the second half, we can come out, make some things happen. We just created some big momentum for this offense. Now we take it into halftime.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Singleton. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Going with the ground game left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To the air, it's Aller. He's got it. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. Got the first down and more. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
And we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, but he just decided to take off.
Quick release by the QB. At the 45 on its way. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Now on the move. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
As a defensive guy now, you always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of the game.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Dropping back, it's Aller. He's right on target. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Up and over, Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. To a drive there of 84 yards and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Simmons. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He'll start this drive firing. Now he's going to break the pocket. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. To the air, it's Thorne coming after him. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Quick strike complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Great job by the quarterback to beat the blitz by getting rid of the football, and as a bonus, they get the first down.
Yeah, that's a good example of a quarterback knowing where his answers are. He sees the blitz coming, he finds his running back running out of the backfield, and they're able to make that defense pay.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
The give to the back. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
On the option. Shakes off the tackler. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
The offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just We're on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Back to throw, it's Aller. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
On 3rd down, going up top. Gets open down the middle. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Guys, this is the kind of finish we hoped for. Tie game. Offense with a chance to grab the lead in the waning moments. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. And they'll take a knee, get it in the perfect spot for their field goal kicker to try to win the game. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Touchdown, Penn State! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there, finish this thing off.
Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David. Going deep. And he's got it inside the 35. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking to the big tight end. Fires and picked off. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
We've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game.